Hi Fiona.
Hello Graham, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Now,
Good.
as you know, we're always looking for ways for our team members to be positive, enthusiastic, energetic, and passionate about what they do. And of course, you are partnering with us this year, running this year's PEEPLE programme, 2019.
That's right.
We've got 3 workshops, and perhaps you could tell me what the key outcomes are of our workshops for this year's programme.
Sure. Yeah. So thank you, because it's great to be working with you all, and as you know, the outcomes are very much making sure that when people come on these workshops, they think about positivity, they think about enthusiasm and energy, and of course finding passion.
Yes.
And as you know, it's part of the PEOPLE programme. And we want to make sure that they come along, they sit and listen and get involved. It's nice and interactive, but nothing embarrassing. But more importantly, think about what they're doing, think about what impact they have, so that after coming to the workshops, they go away and think about what they're doing and what impact they have on the members, the guests and their colleagues. And more important, live and breathe it. Don't just talk about it in the workshop, go away and actually bring that to life. And of course, some of them will already be doing it, so carry on doing what you're doing, or in some cases it might be a nice reminder. So that's most of the outcomes is about really taking it on board and doing something with it and living and breathing it.
Brilliant. And what sort of things have we included this year? Because I know we've looked at the values and so forth,
that's right.
and something around emotional intelligence as well, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, so it wouldn't be right if we didn't include heart, and it wouldn't be right if we didn't include all those other lovely things that you've made reference to over the years. But particularly this time, we're talking much more about mindset, about thinking about what you're saying, thinking about how you come across, and as you said, a lot about social intelligence. And most people know it as emotional intelligence, but social intelligence as far as being aware of yourself, being aware of the impact you have on others, and making sense of people, not judging them, just trying to make sense of them, and using your skills to deal with that.
Thanks, Fiona. And we've had over 60 people sign up to the programme this year, and they have to collect a certain amount of evidence that we built into the programme. So Storm Training and the club have sort of come up with this evidence. Can you talk to me about what evidence they need to collect for workshop 1?
Yeah, sure. So I know when you were speaking with me about the evidence, I was thinking, okay, we don't want it to sound too clinical or not like they're back at school and they've got to prove what they've done. So we've tried to make it in such a way that the evidence is just that you've been on the workshop. I want to make sure your managers get involved, and that was one of the key things. To make sure they then have to go to their managers and say, look, this is how I've demonstrated what we did on that workshop. So it's as simple as that. So they've got their passports, but they go to their managers and say, look, this is my evidence to prove that I have been doing it. Or to be honest, let's hope the managers say to them what they've been doing to prove they've been on the workshop.
Indeed.
So that's the point of the evidence.
That's right, and a big part of this programme is to get people to be more empowered, of course, so we would want the staff to go to their managers as well.
That's right.
And at the end of the programme, for those that have attended all 3, we're going to have a bit of a graduation ceremony.
We are, and we're just going to sort out a date on that, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
We're going to make sure everybody can go on that, and I know that you and I are really keen to make sure that they have to go on all 3.
Yes.
As you know, we've made it this year 3 workshops that are 3 hours, so we think it's much more doable. And so for that reason, we think it's very, very realistic to ask them to go on all 3, and of course gather their evidence, and then we'll do a really nice graduation. And we're going to do the detail on that. We can tell everybody a bit more on that, can't we?
In our next one.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So we'll do the graduation, but that will be very much based on making sure they've attended and gathered their evidence, which is great.
And some of the feedback we've had so far, Fiona, has been fantastic around working with people that they don't necessarily work on a daily basis. Lots of collaboration between teams.
Exactly.
So great stuff. I'm looking forward to workshop 2.
Yes, me too. So we're doing the first one this afternoon.
We are.
And then we can do another conversation and see what's been happening.
We'll have to find somewhere else for that one.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's try somewhere different.
So see you again soon.
We'll speak to Emma.
She'll
sort that out. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks so much, Graham.
Cheers, Fiona.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.